for all of it. Always appreciate your great reporting and analysis. Good to see you. Thank you. And joining me now is Nevada Democratic Congresswoman Susie Lee, who's on the ballot in what's expected to be a tight race in southern Nevada. Congresswoman, thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, Kristen. Great to be here.
I do want to start on what seems to consistently be the biggest issue for voters, the economy. As you know all too well, Republicans have blamed Democratic policies. They say that there has been spending run amok, COVID funding, the Inflation Reduction Act. They say that's responsible for the current state of the economy. What do you say to voters who do feel as though Democrats are to blame for inflation, for the high price of gas?
Well, listen, first and foremost, inflation is not a United States only issue. It is high across the globe as a result of the pandemic, certainly in what's happening in Ukraine. What I say to voters and what voters understand here, especially in a state like Nevada, where we were ground zero for the economic devastation being a tourist-based industry. So whether it was the CARES Act or the American Rescue Plan, we really prevented our economy from bottoming out. But then you got to look at what we have done since then. Major investment in with the bipartisan infrastructure package, investment in our supply chains and bringing back chip manufacturing to America, and especially here a bill that I was the sponsor of was the large-scale water recycling act to deal with drought. And so this is not just about what's been in the past, it's about positioning us for the future.
We are back, we are back, we are back.
Solutions in
I know I said I was gone,
Do you regret any
but
of those votes? Do you worry any of them
I needed to change these brakes out,
Listen, 2 years ago,
take these broken Magirus off, which I probably could have fixed,
Today it's 4.4%.
but I haven't fixed yet and don't have time to try to fix them. So in the meantime, I'm going to put stock Surron brakes on this bike, which I actually had a set laying around. Luckily, I was going to put them on another bike, but being as though this is a Surron and it needs some Surron brakes, that worked out. Yeah, but these Magirus, these MT7s, the handle, the low adjustment that keeps the handles in, something's wrong with it. I probably, like I said, I probably could fix it, but I ain't got time to play with that. This bike is leaving here tomorrow.
Do you think that's possible with 2 weeks to go? With
and this brake needed to be bled, which I have a brake bleed kit, but like I said, there's other issue. Let me turn this off.
She is a pro-life candidate, which will, has been supported by.
But anyway, like I stated in the first live stream, I was about to order new parts for this bike, and now I don't have to. But I was also going to switch these handlebars out, so I'm going to still go ahead and do that. Since I'm about to switch the brakes, I might as well go ahead and put these other handlebars on there for the guy. If I can locate the damn things. Just have it. Anyway, they can't be far. There you go, right there. As usual, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. So yeah, these handlebars that's on here, they're a little scuffed up. So yeah, we're gonna get them off of here, put those other ones on. a little shorter. I got some other ones as well. Maybe I will throw them on too. Let's see if I can locate those. Damn. Why you're always supposed to get prepped and prepared before you start filming. Now how I managed to lose everything in this little 10 by 10, I have no idea. It's going to be the fastest brake swap out and handlebar change you ever seen. That's if I can find the damn handlebars. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just go with these other ones and give him the extra set when he comes. He can do that himself. Oh, let me show you guys something too. Because I just recently was talking to a few people about the same issue, and that is the dropouts on a lot of these bikes. Now this is a dropout for a bomber bike, and I want you to pay close attention. This dropout is slotted because the axles are slotted. That keeps them from turning, and that's important. Damn, I got the camera looking the wrong way. That's embarrassing. But anyway, at least I realized it. I could have did that whole shit and had the camera backwards. But anyway, take a look at this dropout. They slide it, and so the axle can't turn. That's important when you're using regen, because when you apply regen or the e-brake, that's a counter force going in the other direction. So the axles normally want to try to spin, and if you don't have a good strong dropout, they will always round out, you know, a weak dropout. So notice on this style of bomber frame, it also has this screw. That screw that runs through that way, that keeps the dropouts from spreading apart. That gives it a little bit of extra safety that that thing won't round out. Not only that, notice that the frame is the one in the center. That's the actual frame itself. But these bikes always give you these extra blocks right here that makes your actual frame drop out thicker than what it normally is. Now normally most bikes are only as thick as that center one in there, about a 1/4 inch thick. But because it has these extra blocks on each side, that gives it an added level of protection. And this is steel, this is hardened steel. This is not like those aluminum ones. You know, some bikes like my Zugo had an aluminum dropout. So when I started using Regen, it rounded out that dropout, messed it all up. Even though I had a torque arm on it, I had one of those aftermarket torque arms, it spent that thing out. And that really is what was the end of Frank's demise. I ended up later on making some reinforced dropouts for Frank, and I can't show you that now because he's covered up outside. But I bought some more dropouts, and what I did, I doubled them up. I put 2 on each side, basically like this is, and I drilled through the swing arm, and that gave those dropouts some extra support. Now I'm mentioning this because 2 people that I know recently that have frames that don't have that little security bolt right there that runs through the dropout, both of them had the same problem with their axle bolts loosening up. Now when that axle starts to twist and opens up this dropout slot, it will literally unscrew your axle bolt. So you really have to make sure, especially if you're using an e-brake, that your dropouts are secure. Now like I said, notice that has 2 extra steel plates on this side, and on my last bike with that 273 motor, I had 3 on this side and 3 on that side. That was so strong that if I just had my axle slotted in there, I didn't even have to put a nut on. Those extra brackets were going to hold. I'm telling you guys, it's real important, especially on a direct drive. So I just wanted to make mention of that because I've seen that happen a lot. People's nuts just start coming off. Anyway, wanted to get that out there. Alright. So alright, this is our front brake. Alright, sweet. Nice and easy. No, I think I got that the wrong way. I sure do. No, that's the right way. I guess only that back one says Surron on it. So I'm not going to tighten these caliper bolts down immediately. If you've never changed brake calipers before, you know that when you initially install them, you want to leave those bolts on those loose. so that that caliper can pivot from side to side and like that. So when you get it all mounted, what you do, and don't make a mistake and squeeze your brake handle while your calipers don't have a rotor in between or anything, because sometimes it'll make fluid leak out or the brake shoes will pop out. But once you get the handle installed, then you're going to want to squeeze the brake handle while this is loose. And what that will do is center this caliper so that you don't get that rub. You know, you'll get rub if this is crooked or slid over to one side too far. So the best way to center that is to, like I said, when you install it, put it on kind of loose. That's a little too tight. You want it to be able to pivot and move like that. So like I said, once you put the handle on, you apply the brake, and that will basically center the brake. I know I seem to repeat myself from time to time, but I don't know, I guess that's a nervous live on camera thing I do. And then some of you can't hear good like me, but I do that extra for you old fuckers out there that can't hear, so you ain't gotta rewind the video back and forth. But anyway, guys, it's looking real promising. I talked to the guy about the Cyber X bike again. It seems to be 100% go. So all I can do is just hope that nothing changes between now and tomorrow. And ain't no doubt about it, this time tomorrow I'll have a Cyber X sitting up in this camp, and that will be sweet. Like I say, I'm a tech guy, and that bike got enough lights on it, it looks like a damn UFO. That's right up my alley. Anybody up in here? Let's see. We got a few people. I'm gonna have a ball with that goddamn UFO. Also, these Surron brakes actually have the actual cutoff wire, the switch wire or the e-brake wire, which those Magurus don't have. So I didn't have the motor kill switch installed, so at least now I can install that. think that motor switch, that motor cutoff wire is very important. A lot of people don't like it, but I like it. And you'll like it if one day you accidentally whiskey throttle and send your ass out the middle of traffic. You'll wish you had that damn motor cutoff hooked up then. I had a buddy of mine do that. He don't really ride e-bikes. I was letting him try out my Zugo one day. That was back when I had my Zugo brand new. And yeah, he wasn't used to that electric throttle, and his ass went right out in the middle of the street. Even with the motor cut off, he didn't know what the hell to do. Alright, so I'll go ahead and squeeze this brake, and then I can tighten up this caliper. That should center it. Alright, there we go. It's tight enough I can let it go. And just go ahead and lock it down. Alright. It's been a while since I've been out here in the shop this time of day. Y'all know I'm trying to make it happen. Alright, that's the front one done. Screwdriver for that throttle. Switch. Man, did y'all see that big ass goddamn crank sprocket I bought? Kinda by accident, I ain't gonna lie. I have to loosen this. Yeah, man, I bought this big ass crank. I think what I had on there before was a 45 tooth. 42 or 45, and I bought a whole lot bigger one because my idea was that if I put a big sprocket on the front, that I could actually have some pedal when I'm going fast. And my legs, you know how you trying to pedal when you going 20, 30 miles an hour and your pedals, your feet are flying around? So I was thinking if I had a big ass sprocket on the front, I could actually pedal along a little bit. They got this other sprocket that's called some kind of special sprocket that has gears in it, that even if you're going 70 miles an hour, you can pedal and you will actually have some pedal, you know, you actually be turning as fast as the wheel is going. I know that sprocket costs a whole lot of goddamn money. I ain't buying that, but I bought a big ass sprocket. Matter of fact, probably already seen the video. Look at this shit. Let me take these rotors out. I got some new rotors too. Some floating rotors, every black and silver. But look at this monster. That thing is huge. That's a 60T. A 60T. I think my old one was like a 42T. This thing is almost a wheel. I could almost put this damn thing on the front and ride on that thing. So yeah, I probably will have to switch this out. It's definitely way too big, but I'm damn sure gonna try it. But yeah, those are gonna be my cranks. And like I said, I bought those pedals that don't match anything else. What you think about that shit, Lou? Oh, somebody typed something and retracted it. Must have hit. It must have been some mean shit. It's alright. It's all good. I ain't see it. That looks so much better than that old rusted up, raggedy handlebars that I took off. They was a little beat. But now it's making other stuff look beat. Alright. Let's get this other caliber off the back. watch dead. This e-bike should have sent you to the poorhouse, boy, if you let it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out a way that I can stream like a Zoom type thing so y'all can talk, man, cause I don't always be having shit to talk about, and I hate sitting up in here quiet. So if I can do a Zoom some kind of way, I know they gotta have some kind of streaming app where I can get some feedback and I ain't gotta be looking at no text. That would be good. No, I lost that screw. Oh well. Right there, right there. Yeah, let's see. They had it going through there. I guess I could do the same way. I'll follow the same route that they had. then that means I will have to take that out. So nope, not going that way. First, let me take this off. This one needed to be bled anyway. That's why I'm going to take the cable off. Alright, I might have to pull a battery tray out to get that out, but that's okay, but I can skip that for now. Let's go ahead and route that. Let's see something. Let's see something. Y'all can see what I'm seeing. Let's see. Let's take that out. That ain't that serious. Get that out the way. That's plastic. That should be able to flex, I'm hoping. I don't want to disconnect that cable because then I will have to bleed that. Definitely don't want to do that. Alright, so... Alright. Okay, that's nice. I'll put a washer on those. Extra work, extra work. Alright, just like that. That figures. Alright, here we go. We got 2 washers for that. Should have had washers on there from the beginning. Wait a minute, got that backwards. Don't ask me why they didn't have a washer there. They should have had one. One there now. Alright. Let's see. Do we want to do that? I guess I'm going to have to do it all to do it right. Let's move this. How much time we got? Got a little bit of time. Take this ignition socket out so I can run that up through there. Alright, that's out the way. Let's see if we can get that through there. Gonna be tight. There we go. We got it. Just like that. Couldn't run that through there without removing that. This is flat. Just like that, just like that. Okay. And just like that, we got them wires through there. Them cables, I guess, let's say. That's where the wire is supposed to go through anyway. As you can see, they got a little lip right there that the brake wires and brake switch wires and all that can go through the ignition right there. So that's as it should be. This should have went through the forks, to be honest. That should have went through the forks, but I can unplug that and run it through the forks. It ain't that serious though. But I would have ran that through the forks. Whoever ran this wire. Then somebody told me that this switch is normally on this side anyway. So maybe I'll put this back on the left side like it's supposed to be. I think that's what I'll do. Old Smoky Surron told me that's supposed to be on the left side. A little bit of extra work, but if it looks better, because that's how it's supposed to be, that's how we're going to do it. Loosen that back up. I gotta loosen everything back up again, but that's alright. Gonna get it right. Actually, I don't have to do all that. Wait a minute, I'm ready to do the same thing again without running it through the forks. Okay, that's upside down. There we go. Alright, it's on the right side now. That router wire is not going to go through the fork because I'm not about to rewire that to make it go through the fork. So that will loop over the fork. It's all good. Alright, so we will do just like we did on the front. We will squeeze the brake handle so it will center these back here. I left them loose enough. Alright. Might have to bleed them a little bit. They're a little mushy. Maybe not pump up a little bit. Okay, there they go. They feel good now. Alright. So we just got a strap. Wire tie there. Put the little clamp back right there. Strap it right there. And we're good to go. Put the grip on and we straight. So that wasn't too bad. Even though I had to do some shit double. And except for just hooking up a motor cutoff wire, which I can do that later. That's it. T the bike guy, but then it disappeared. I subscribed to him. I thought, oh, so none of these watching. Cool. T2 the bike guy? Who's it? Okay. Well, put me down, Mr. Mike. Who's the celebrity? Because I don't know. Is T2 a celebrity? Let me find out. That would be awesome. T2 the bike guy. Okay. He's another YouTuber. T2 the bike guy, I'm a sub. Since you was checking out my video, I'm gonna go ahead and throw you a sub. I hope you sub to mine. That's how we do. And yeah, man, I appreciate you stopping through. What happened to my chat? But anyway. Man. All right. Should have left that loose back there. I could have put some of this extra brake cable back there, but it's all good. Nice. And I will run my motor cutoffs out to my controller, that Kelly. At least I did a motor cutoff yesterday on that other Kelly, so I already know which ones it is. I just got to make a little connector for those two brake wires, and we'll be in business. Let me go ahead and pull this old cable out. Let's get rid of that. I have to yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to pull up this bracket to get that out of there. Yep, that's exactly what I'm gonna have to do. Maybe I can just lift up that metal or plastic, that one side. And get that Maguru brake cable up out of there. Mr. Mike, by the way, you had kept telling me about NVIDIA, and lo and behold, my GMU card is NVIDIA. My MSI video card for my gaming computer is made by NVIDIA. So yeah, I'm slowly but surely educating myself in the PC computer world, because I didn't do too much computer stuff, man. I had PCs, but I wasn't heavy into building none or any of that. All right, there we go. We got that out of there. But yes, I'm gonna build my son he wants a gaming computer now. So either I was gonna say I'd build me a newer more high powered one, but honestly the one I got, I don't need no more power than what that thing is. Everybody tells me I'm good. So looks like I will be building my son a gaming computer and get him a little lower spec one. He definitely don't need all that what I got. I don't even need all that. But at least if I want to stream in 4K, I can stream in 4K. I can game in 4K. Oh man, I'm good to go. All right. So now this Kelly controller, if you guys weren't around earlier in my first live stream, I bypassed the BMS on that Onyx battery. So even though this Kelly controller is only 120 amps or whatever, it now can get all of what it needs without clipping the BMS. But I don't know why it was tripping it anyway, but I don't know what they have the Onyx bike set up to, but they should be tripping the BMS too, because it's the same setup. The RCRs are using that exact same controller and the exact same battery. So you know, like I said, I turned the amps up over what the BMS was rated for, and it started tripping it. So anyway, it should not trip it now that it's been bypassed. It can't trip it. It's impossible. It's wide open. Let's throw some wide tires up in there. Call it a day. I think I'll come out early in the morning and make that little connector for these motor cutoffs. All I gotta do is put a little connector together and plug it up. But I'm ready to get my ass out of this shop now. I've been in here long enough. I had no plans on doing none of this today. Somebody come to get it. I had to hop to it. Get through there. Shit. All right, there we go, there we go. Let's get this battery back up in there. So as you can see, I got this battery on charge because it went, oh shoot, and unplugged it. Well, I thought it was charging. So we'll get that nice and charged up. In the morning I'll be able to do a quick speed test before the guy comes and gets it, just to see. Just like that, the Surron is gone. Gotta put the grip on. I gotta take the grip off. the other handlebar. Where is it? Right here. Take that grip off. But now we got a nice shiny black handlebar, as opposed to this one right here. Was a little dusty, all scratched up and scraped up. So now we got a fresh old one right there. All right. Anybody got any final words? Let's see what we look like. Oh man, this thing is gonna be cutting off in about 30 seconds or so. I bet you. It's down to 4%. 4% on the GoPro. I can do that, Mr. Mike. I can do that right here, in here. Cause I got my computer hooked to that TV right there. So I can definitely put the live stream up in here. Let me see if I can do it before this thing cuts off on me. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but let's see. I didn't even think about that. I appreciate that, Mr. Mike. I surely wasn't thinking. Okay, there we go. So I got it on the big TV, but I don't think I'll be able to see the chat. Oh yeah, I can. There we go. Great idea, Mr. Mike. Goes to show I don't be thinking all the time. Nice. That's what's up. So yeah, better than me looking at that little tablet. That'll work. It'd still be nicer if you guys could talk, if I could hear the audio, but at least I can look right at the screen. You got some other good ideas, let me know, Mr. Mike. You do it all the time. You always give me some great advice, and that was a good one. Why I didn't think of it. All right, y'all. So before this thing, 3%. Before this thing dies on me, y'all take it easy, take care. Y'all know what it is. Crooked Finger Production. Like I said, I got stuff all ready to go for the bomber build. These are gonna be my handlebars for the bomber bike. I don't know if that's gonna be a little too much. That might be a little too noisy. I don't know. But I like this little pad thing right here, so I don't bust my brains out on the handlebars. And like I said, we got some good rotors this time, and we got that big old huge crank. And what else we got? Got my Pro Taper grips, my D&M shock, these little things. And if you weren't here earlier, like I said, I'm going with a Surron throttle this time on my bomber, so that way I can use some regular grips. So yeah, it's gonna be some exciting stuff coming up, y'all. We're gonna have the Cyber X bike, and we're gonna have the newest, latest bomber build. I'm gonna be busy. Busy. I wanted to get some more Surron content, but it don't look like that's gonna happen. So yeah. Anyway, I had enough. Ain't like I'm gonna be riding on no damn Surron, popping no wheelies and jumping no dirt hills. So I did what I had to do. Did a little conversion. Showing you guys that you don't have to spend $3,000 to upgrade your Surron to 72 volts. I was checking that out today. It costs $3 grand. People think it costs $3 grand to upgrade their Surrons. Buying a $2,500 Lightspeed battery and the back $4,000. No, you can do it. You can put any controller on that thing, just like any other e-bike. Now, will that Kelly have the same power as one of those? No, but it's going to be 72 volts. It's definitely going to be faster than a stock Surron. I was doing 50 miles an hour when it was tripping the BMS. So basically all it would need, I mean, you could have put a bigger controller on it, or maybe there's a way to unlock that Kelly to get another 50-60 amps out of that Kelly, and definitely put a little bigger battery in it and you'll be good to go. But for right now, it'll do its thing. I was about to do a paint job. Even though that's a custom paint job, white is not my color. I'm gonna see what the other guy's going to do. He might like the white, but I was gonna make it black, and I was gonna buy one of those wrap kits for it. They got all kinds of designs, cartoon characters. They got so much stuff for this bike. It's unbelievable. So that is one good thing about Surrons. They make all kinds of aftermarket stuff for that bike. Oh yeah, yep, Mr. Mike, I got an offer for this bike, and I will possibly be getting a Cyber X. All that may be happening tomorrow, so tomorrow might be a great day. And if you're not familiar with those Cyber X's, check that out, Mr. Mike. Cyber X or Cyberks or whatever, however the hell you pronounce the thing. But it's a pretty unique bike. It's that one that's got that long seat, and it's got all kinds of LED lighting, RGB lighting on the side and stuff. It looks like a UFO. So yeah, I'm gonna have a ball with that thing. It's mid-drive, but it's a belt, so it should be quiet. You know, I don't like them mid-drives because of the noise they make, but this one has a belt, so that should be a whole lot better. This must be my real GoPro battery. I got some of those cheap off-brand batteries, and I know they would have died by now. It still says 3%. Unbelievable. Alright, I'm gonna let it rock out. Nobody figured out what this controller was. On my last live stream, I said if anybody guessed what kind of controller this was, I give you 25 bucks. So I'm gonna give you a shot at it, Mr. Mike. 25 bucks if anybody can tell me what this long ass controller is. It's a monster, that's for sure. At least it looks like a monster. You get a close-up of it. think I'm gonna end up pulling the plug on this thing. An hour and 16 minutes. Oh, on that Cyber X? Yeah, I just saw, that probably the same video I just saw. So that's what I'm going to do when I go in the house. I'm going to be watching Cyber X videos. I don't think it's a dual drive. I'm pretty sure it's not a dual drive. That would be extra amazing, but no, it's not a dual drive. That thing's got a huge compartment. I know one thing. I know you can put a huge battery in that. You probably can pretty much do whatever you want to do with that bike. It's got so much room to modify. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna pull the plug on this damn thing. I thank you guys for stopping in as usual. I can't wait for tomorrow to see what tomorrow brings, and hopefully I have something interesting to show you guys tomorrow. Alright, y'all, take it easy, take care. Deuces. It's a Crooked Finger production. I'm out, y'all.